In my recent video, I said that the big lesson from the first season of the Undercover Billionaire is that they take brands and trademarks seriously. Both the Undercover Billionaire brand itself and the brand that Glenn Stearns came up with, Underdog Barbecue and Undergrog Beer, were trademarked before the first episode aired. Well, guess what? For season 2, it looks like Undercover Billionaire made a catastrophic error. The similarity with the first season is that the brand that one of the competitors came up with was also trademarked sometime before the show aired. The difference is that the brand was trademarked by somebody else. I carried out a small investigation and the results were shocking. Keep watching to find out more. So, in season 2 of the Undercover Billionaire, unlike in season 1, there are now 3 super successful entrepreneurs doing the reality TV. With just $100 in their pockets, Grant Cardone, Elaine Colati, and Monique Eidlet-Mosley are dropped in unfamiliar cities, stripped of their names, money, and contacts, and given a simple challenge: to build $1 million business in just 90 days. One of them, Monique, chooses to run on the idea that in America, there are food deserts that prevent the population from eating healthy foods. You see, according to this view, the only reason people eat Big Macs and fries rather than salads and kale is because they can't find a place to buy healthy salads close enough.
So my pitch is simple. Create a mobile wellness truck, partner with a local farm, and bring healthy options to everyone. What my idea is right now is taking wellness shots, putting them on a mobile truck, and going to the neighborhoods instead of waiting for people to come to the grocery store.
You can probably tell what I think about this concept, but that's beside the point. So Monique, she wants to help Tacoma, Washington, and then the entire United States of America solve the problem of food deserts through her idea of food trucks offering fresh juices to Americans starved for healthy foods. Oh, and if it feels like I'm mocking the idea, it's not because it's necessarily a bad business idea. I'm sure there's enough of a market for this idea to become big. It's just that personally, I'm not the right target market for it because I just love fast food. So let's agree that the idea has potential with the market that actually are looking for healthy food options, okay? So Monique came up with this idea of healthy food trucks where she's going to sell fresh juices, and she wants to call this business Rooted. I don't know how she came up with the name. All we know is that she's in love with the name and that she thinks it can do lots of great things for her business. In episode 4, Monique acknowledges that choosing the right name is crucial. That's what she says.
The right business name puts you in the game. Naming a business is monumental. Right at the start, you can win or lose potential investors by the name that you're choosing. I'm naming my company Rooted because I want to make sure that the name represents strength, that it represents power, that it represents potential growth, and I believe Rooted says all of that.
The name is very important for a business because, as I'm known for saying, there is no reason in the world to spend a minute of your life or $1 out of your pocket building a brand you don't own. So, based on my experience with season 1 of the Undercover Billionaire, I did my research to see when Monique or any of Monique's companies filed for a Rooted trademark. You see, I wanted to create a video that would prove that successful entrepreneurs trademark their brands early. So I ran my trademark search, same way I ran the searches for Undercover Billionaire, Underdog Barbecue, and Undergrog Beer, to see what trademarks were filed for the Rooted name in connection with juices and things like that. What I found was a bunch of Rooted trademarks registered by Rooted LLC, an Ohio company. Back in 2015, 6 years ago, they trademarked their Rooted name, their logo, and the longer name Rooted Juicery and Kitchen. Most of their trademarks are registered in Class 43 for restaurant and juice bar, namely juicery services. Rooted LLC also trademarked Rooted Juicery and Kitchen in Class 32 for juices, namely aerated fruit juices, apple juice beverages, fruit juice, grape juice, herbal juices, vegetable fruit juices. Surprisingly, I also found a registered trademark for Stay Rooted filed by somebody else, not Rooted LLC, not Monique, someone else, filed in 2018 and registered in 2019, also in Class 32 for fruit beverages and fruit juices. In my opinion, Rooted LLC should have opposed this mark because it's too close to their trademarks, but they didn't. So Stay Rooted went through. One omission on Rooted LLC's part here is that they didn't trademark Rooted by itself in Class 32, only Rooted Juicery and Kitchen, which is why the USPTO examiner may have overlooked their marks and approved Stay Rooted trademark. For the same reason, currently, on the day that I'm shooting this video, there's another trademark that the USPTO has approved for publication, Be Rooted, filed in Class 32 for concentrated fruit juice concentrates, fruit juices, fruit drinks and fruit juices, green vegetable juice beverages, herbal juices, mixed fruit juice, non-alcoholic beverages containing fruit juices, organic fruit juice, vegetable juices, vegetable fruit juices. Currently, the opposition period is open, and if either of the owners of Rooted or Stay Rooted trademarks were our clients, we would probably recommend opposing this mark. Now, you may ask, what does any of this have to do with Monique and Undercover Billionaire? Well, that's precisely my point. Nothing. I thought there could be a few possible explanations for it. Number one, Monique or Discovery Channel that runs Undercover Billionaire show reached out to Rooted LLC and secured a license to use the Rooted name in connection with juices. Or number two, Discovery Channel wanted to introduce more drama to the show, and we're about to see Monique get a nasty cease and desist letter in the future episodes, only to heroically find a way out of that predicament. I also thought that Monique might somehow discover that she might be infringing on Rooted LLC's trademark in the middle of the show and change it midway. But then I realized that the footage used in the previous episodes, and we had 10 episodes by now, would probably be enough to get her and Discovery in big enough trouble. So that only left two serious possibilities. But turned out that I was wrong. You see, I reached out to the owner of Rooted LLC, Megan, on Instagram, and she told me that it's the first she heard about the show, the business, or Monique. They don't have a license agreement or contract with a show or brand. While they haven't aired all episodes yet, by now they've long completed the production. So at this point, it's what it is. And according to Megan, the owner of Rooted LLC, nobody has reached out to her with a request for Monique to use the brand Rooted in connection with a business of food trucks selling healthy juices to Americans in food deserts. Trademark Factory is not a litigation law firm, so we can't help Megan deal with the situation. But it's shocking to me that Discovery's compliance team didn't notice this massive, glaring mistake. Imagine if Grant Cardone was given as much airtime to be like, hey guys, I have this great idea. I want to sell sneakers and shirts, and I know that having the right name for my business is essential, so I'm going to call my company Nike. I just need to come up with a cool logo, and I'm going to send a great message to those who need motivation in their lives, because it's really important to just do it, man. Let's 10x it, right? Or imagine if Elaine Kulati would be like, I know that hard work is essential for success. I'm not afraid of hard work, so I'm gonna start this sauce company, and we're gonna have all sorts of sauces starting from ketchup to mustard to barbecue sauce, and I'm gonna call it Heinz because a good name needs to speak to your market. Now, how far would that go? For a production that carefully blurs out third-party logos from t-shirts which by the way is not a legal requirement. They do it to appease insurance companies because it eliminates the risk of frivolous trademark infringement lawsuits. But showing someone wear a t-shirt that shows someone else's brand does not generally constitute trademark use that anyone can sue you for. But they do it anyway, like I said, to keep their insurance costs down. So for a production that carefully blurs out all third-party logos from t-shirts, to give someone dozens and dozens and dozens of minutes of airtime dedicated to her building a brand that had been trademarked for years by someone else is absolutely insane. And what's worse is that Monique has built a career in the entertainment and marketing business for over 14 years. She served as the CEO of Mosley Brands and Mosley Music Group. Of all people, she should have known about the importance of clearing IP. How this was overlooked is frankly beyond me. Again, we're not a litigation firm, we're a trademark registration company. We help business owners around the world trademark their brands with a guaranteed result for a guaranteed budget. Megan, the owner of Rooted LLC, did all the right things back in 2015. She filed and registered a bunch of trademarks. The only oversight on her part was not trademarking Rooted by itself in Class 32, but that ship has already sailed. So going back to litigation, it just seems to me, that Discovery has just opened themselves up for a big lawsuit or a big settlement because they are promoting a business that appears to blatantly infringe on a federally registered trademark. Now, I don't know what Rooted LLC is going to do about it. Megan used a big 720 lawyer firm to file her trademarks. And too bad nobody at the firm bothered to let her know about her brand being hijacked on reality TV. Now, this is classic trademark screw-up, and it would be very interesting to see it unfold. Now, you heard it here first, and I'll make sure to update you if there are any developments. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you have a brand you want to protect, go to trademarkfactory.com and book your free call with one of our strategy advisors. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. And be careful about using other people's brands without their permission. This can get you in trouble.
Yeah.